Welcome back to Tassie Beauty. I'm Tassie, and for today I am going to be doing a look using the Colourpop It's My Pleasure. This is going to be their range of purple hues, and this is from their Dreambig Vault. So I'm super excited to play with this and show you guys the look that I'm going to create today. So if you're interested in seeing how they wear, how they swatch, how they look at the end, continue watching. And I feel like I'm going to want some eye shields. So let's go ahead and apply and see how this is going to look. Taking my Morphe R39 brush, I am going to go into Kittenfish as our transition color. And currently I only have concealer on my eyes. It's a really pretty subtle color. Taking the Precision Round P82 Sigma brush, I am just going to go in and blend out the edges. Now I'm going to take the Jeffree Star JS6 Morphe brush. All right, I'm going to go into Sleeper. Might be a tad bit dark, so I'm actually going to bring it down and do my outer V here. It's very pretty, but I definitely feel like I need to blend this out. I'm taking the R37 by Morphe and I'm gonna just blend this out, just so that the edges are smoother with Kittenfish. I feel like I want to darken this up a little higher. So I'm going to go back into Sleeper with the same JS6 brush. And I just want to sharpen that edge there. Taking my Morphe R39 that I had used with Kittenfish, I'm going to try and blend that out better. Now I want to use my finger and go into Earth Shine. It looks really, really subtle. So let's see how it turns out. Oh, it's showing up. Okay, let's go back into R39 with the Kittenfish, and I'm going to go into Kittenfish because I like my shadow to be a little higher. There we go. It's looking better. Let's do a real close-up. You can see the nice crisp line. So I thought I was filming and the camera cut off. So we are going to go back a little bit. So I purchased the Colourpop Red Gel. So this is a cream gel color and it's supposed to be matte. And this is what it looks like. Now I just started to dip in there with my JS14 brush. So it is a little bit red on the end here. But this consistency, it's super smooth. And let's just do a swatch that was on there. I mean, it draws so nicely. It is a very, very good matte. And right here, I just started the line. So let's get back to it. So it's not super pigmented, but it probably would be on its own, not on top of a shade or a shadow. It's not as pigmented as I would like. I mean, it shows up well on camera. I think I'm just used to a black shade. I mean, what do you guys think? It draws on super nicely. This is a really nice brush too by Jeffree Star from Morphe. This has got to be one of the best consistencies for a gel that I've ever used. It just goes on like butter. And this little bottle here, it's going to last me a long time. It's a little hard to close. Now, I do have the Duraline Inglot here in case this was not going to be as creamy. I would have just added some of this in there, but I didn't need it. I'm going to take this Image Essentials. It's like a dual-sided type of brush, and I'm going to take the flat tip. And let's go into Mr. Sandman. Ew. It's really, really chunky formula. I mean, in the pan, you guys can see what happened. It's lifted. And I'm just going to pop it into my inner corner. I'm afraid to put it up here because it looks kind of dark. Let's see. Let's just go for it. Oh no. Yeah. I feel like this palette here, it doesn't really have any highlighter type of shades. I really don't like that I put it up here now. You know, we don't need a highlighter up there. It's okay. I'll just use my regular highlighter. All right, I'm going to pop some lashes on. I'll be right back. All right, so now that I have my lashes on, let's move on to some other types of cream gels that I bought, also from Colourpop. All right, so I bought 3 other eye pencils from Colourpop, and these are gel cream liners. This one here is called Fluffie. Let's do it underneath the red liner I've had on here. Oh. I mean, I had to draw it a few times, but it's very, like, electric cute pink. This shade here is called Icebreaker. And let's just draw a line here as well. It's cute. And then the last shade I got is called Big Splash. Ooh. Oh, God, that line's terrible. Forgive the terrible swatch lines, but these are very, very pretty colors. I'm going to go with the electric pink. Why not? I'm wearing purple eyeshadow. I got a red liner going on. Might as well. Ooh. Do you guys see that? It really makes my eyes pop. And this cream gel liner glides on so easily. All right, going into the Image Essentials flat side of the brush, I want to do probably let's do Earth Shine. Yeah, we're gonna grab Earth Shine. I don't know if I have anything on the brush. It doesn't look like it. But we're gonna go into the inner part of my eye. And I'm gonna flip it, and then for the end, I am gonna go into Chicklet. There we have it, you guys. The finished look. So my final opinion on It's My Pleasure palette by Colourpop. Honestly, when I swatched these, I did not feel that they swatched really well. I felt like they were kind of chalky, they were kind of cheap feeling, the pigments, because feeling the other palettes in the same Dreambig vault, I felt that there was better formulas in some of the other palettes, just from my fingers touching it and how they swatched and how smooth they were. This one here, It's My Pleasure, I felt like it was definitely more chalky and chunky. I will say though that I felt like this definitely blended well, and it's a really fun look to have purple shades when you feel like it. So overall though, I feel like this is very pigmented though. That is something that I do love about this palette, just how pigmented it is. I do wish though that they had like a lighter type of pop, kind of like a misty purple, maybe even iridescent is probably what I'm going for, because I felt like even Kittenfish here and the middle shade Earthshine, I didn't think that they were that shiny and bright, so it was hard to really do like my inner corner and then highlight my upper brow bone there. So I felt like I would need like another palette. I would have to dip into another palette. But I will say I love the darks in this palette. The darks are buttery, especially, you know, the sleeper shade and the chiclet shade. I felt like they were super buttery. Mr. Sandman really surprised me, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even if I do it right now, if I just put some on my finger and just set it on top, like this shade here definitely took me by surprise. I was not expecting it to go on smoothly, because when you touch it, it's very chunky, like it's falling apart on you. But overall, this palette was definitely really fun, and it turned out better than I thought, especially how well the pigment paid off.